This gun is 17 rounds of 9mm pure metal mayhem. It was made for competition shooters, but did they absolutely crush it or totally screw it up? Well, here's the kicker. Even if you never shot a match, it might shake you all night long. And in this video, we're cranking it to 11 to answer one question. Will it rock you like a hurricane, but flop harder than opening for Night Ranger at the local dive bar? I have a feeling that people will either love this or hate it. It looks a little like it has an underbite. This is the Smith & Wesson Performance Center MP9 M2.0 competitor. Sheesh, does Smith & Wesson's marketing department get paid by the letter? This is a full-size metal pistol and then some. The frame is made of 7075 T6 aluminum with a stainless steel slide and a 5-inch barrel. More metal than a Judas Priest concert. The 18-degree grip angle frame and slide are Cerakoted in either tungsten gray with black controls and grip panels or black armor night. I like the gray personally and nothing else matters. Like the others from their metal line, it has black polymer inserts in the front and back strap area and ships with 4 swappable back panels. The magwell is internally ramped and it has an external flared magwell, and I have a ton to say about this. Stick around. It could make or break this thing, and trust me, you'll want to hear this. The slide has lightning cut. Oh my god. Like to make it way less. My editor's out of control. Calm the hell down. Anyway, it has lightning cuts spanning the top of the slide in front of the ejection port, and it repeats at the front of both sides of the slide with 3 oval cuts on each. The slide serrations are a departure from the normal fish scale style and a much simpler scallop. They're grippy on the front and back with the rear serrations flaring out to add more for racking over the top or slingshotting it. Now, please don't slingshot it. It has a 3-slot pick rail for lights or accessories if that's what you're into. The slide catches ambi and the gun has a swappable ambi-textured extended mag release. One thing to be aware of is that it extends so much it might press on your holster and drop your mag. Overall, it looks really cool. It keeps up with the iconic M&P 2.0 aesthetic, but looks futuristic. Does it back up the flash with fire? Now, before we get too far, count all the hair metal references through the whole video, and then comment the number below. Closest gets a t-shirt. Now don't close your eyes, let's talk about the trigger. Stock triggers on striker-fired guns have come a long way, and while this one's not exactly a sweet child of mine, it's definitely not poison either. It used to be you had to buy an Apex upgrade kit to get a good trigger on an M&P, and you can still upgrade them, but the stock versions are so much better than they used to be. This is their fancier, slightly curved, flat-faced trigger shoe with a depressible trigger safety blade. My trigger breaks at an average of 5 pounds 2 ounces with a chunky break like a Tommy Lee drum solo. Minus the hepatitis. There's a polymer trigger stop behind the trigger to get rid of the over travel. The reset is light, but you can find it when you're shooting fast, and overall the trigger has a little white snake to it. Slow start, little over travel, then bam! Here I go again on my own. After that line, it's probably a bad time, but hey, at any point, if you think I've earned it, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell like the beginning of an AC/DC song. I'm glad you're here. The slide is cut for red dots from the factory and comes with like 7 plastic plates and a bunch of different screws to fit whatever dot you want. Now, in the past, I've kind of criticized them for so many plates, but after dealing with the nonsense from other companies like Walther and Daniel Defense, I've really come to appreciate the mounting system from Smith & Wesson. One thing to mention, there is a peekaboo on top of the barrel. I know it's called a loaded chamber indicator, but that implies something mechanical, and it's a dumb name. It's a spot to look in and either see brass or not. Anyway, it spits gas and soot like your front row at an Ozzy concert. So you'll need to keep the front lens of your red dot clean or it'll be like a shot in the dark. The dot I have on here overhangs and kind of mostly covers that little hole, so it worked out great for me, on accident, like my life. It seems like they know their market because it ships with more mags than Kiss had farewell tours. It comes with 4 17-round magazines, and that's awesome. They even have an option for states in crisis with 10-round mags. So far, sounds pretty good, right? Well, stick around because I have a massive issue with this gun that nobody's talking about, and we are not going to take it. The competitor is 5.5 inches tall, 8 1/4 inches long, 1.3 inches wide, and almost 2 pounds unloaded, just over 29 ounces. The replaceable grip panels have an incredible texture. They're extremely grippy and won't be slippery when wet. Now, they've had all this down since the M2.0 came out. The combination of all that lets you shoot to the max of your ability, like literally, this gun is not the thing holding you back. The sights are standard height M&P sights with a blacked out rear with anti-glare serrations and a long green fiber optic front sight. I was able to hit what I wanted at contact distances, competition distances, and even over 80 yards. Now, you're not going to co-witness them with most red dots though. The dot sits high in the slide, and if you want that, you just have to upgrade to taller sights. Whoa, we're halfway there. I've clocked zero issues with the gun so far, but reliability is just the start. Wait till you hear the theater of pain. I shot an assortment of just over 1,400 rounds of different ammunition through this gun. It shoots flat and it cooks, but if only every rose had no thorns. I don't normally shoot that many rounds for a review, but I previously reviewed the Monster of Rock Bushnell RXM 300U red dot on this, and then when it came time to shoot the gun for the review, I forgot that I'd already done that, so I doubled it up. Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm dumb. It's me. I'm an idiot. The price is pretty reasonable, unlike child support for 16 bus bunnies. This metal frame competition gun comes in at an MSRP of $999, and thanks to Brownells for sending it to me. I think its biggest competitors, get it? Competitors? Killed me. Are the Glock 34 MOS at $699, Shadow 2 at $1,200, Walther Q5 Match Steel at $1,600 plus. Like it's right in the neighborhood. There's a ton of competition in this space. Now, takedown is exactly like other M&P 2.0s, and the fact that you can take it down without pulling the trigger by moving the sear disconnect inside is a nice to have. There is a ton of aftermarket support for the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 family of guns. I have an open bottom holster for an older 2.0 core, and it fit just fine in that. Lots of places to get sights, and I might throw some night vision suppressor height sights on this one. The base pistol does fit into a USPSA production box, so if you care about that, well, there you go. They have a limited 1-year warranty to only the original owner, and then after that, they offer their lifetime service policy to the original owner and state that any handgun made after February 1st, 1989, that they'll repair it without charge if you return your product registration card. Do people actually do that? I have literally never done that before. So I guess, me I guess. Lots of caveats, and if you buy it secondhand, well, I guess you're screwed. However, I've had great customer service experiences with Smith & Wesson, so maybe the written warranty is just to legally cover their butt. IDK. Time to let you in on a secret. I've shot M&P since I got into guns. I've owned them since the beginning. Version 1. I shot a core model in USPSA, carried a 2.0 compact for a long time, and even the 2.0 compact is what introduced me to my wife. They fit me well. The grip angle works perfect for my natural point of aim, and I like them a lot. They really are nothing but a good time. Alright, well, it's time to get emotional because I'm nobody's fool. First, the magwell has slid off the bottom of the grip, like your mom slid out a David Lee Roth tour bus, and looks like it sheared a portion of the grip off. Now, I can take the rod out and slide it back on, but it seems to just keep sliding off the front after a bunch of use. Oh, I'm not done with the magwell yet, but first I need to tell you about the magazines that it ships with. They fit great, and the base pad fits perfectly in the magwell. However, the biggest slap in the face, since the crew-fired vents, no other M&P mags fit in it. Now, this is either a malicious money grab or egregious oversight. I have a decade of M&P magazines that all work universally on all my M&P guns. Now, if I take the magwell off, they all fit and work fine. And it would only need to be just a little bigger to fit the standard mags and like any mag extensions that I have. It is incredibly frustrating, and we're not gonna take it. Oh yeah, additionally, the 10-round magazines are rounded off on the bottom, and I don't know about you, but I set my mags on stuff and use speed loaders.
Don't you dare make fun of me in the comments.
And they just slide around and wobble more than your drunk dad leaving a Dokken concert. It makes loading the 10-rounders a pain in the ass. Anyway, I don't want to go round and round. Now it's time for the final countdown, final breakdown. Greatest hits. 4 mags is great. I love it. Performance. I shot this gun really well, and I'd probably rock this if I started shooting competition again. And the price. Matches are a great way to spend a ton of money, and for a metal frame competition gun and the mags you need just out of the box, you're good to go. One-hit wonders. The magwell is idiotic. It keeps sliding off like the lady on that car in that White Snake video. You can probably tell I'm red hot about it, and no magazine compatibility without taking off the magwell. Who are they fooling? The Smith & Wesson competitor might not be perfect, but it's got the kind of stage presence that makes up for its backstage drama. And if you're looking for a rock-solid metal frame competition gun that won't totally wreck your bank account, this thing's got the chops. Would I run this in a match? Yeah, absolutely. I literally just said it. So what do you think? Is the competitor a headliner or just another opening act? Let me know in the comments, and check out my other greatest hits right here.